Hi. Quick video, because it's been asked a lot lately. How many hours do I have on the original Last of Us? I don't know. I don't know. Well, there's that number on the bottom right. It's not real. It's not real. Let me explain why. PlayStation only counts your hours played when your console's Wi-Fi is turned on. And I do my speedruns with the console's Wi-Fi turned off. And it's really for just one reason. My original PlayStation 4, not back in 2014, 15 onward until the Pro came out, my PS4 had a bit of a defect. The Wi-Fi in it would turn off and on, off and on, off and on. So I would keep getting this notification on the top right, like, Wi-Fi's connected, it's not connected, it's connected, it's not connected. And there was one run specifically where it actually caused the game to freeze, like one tiny little frame skip every 30 seconds or so. Even though, like, it wasn't, like, the connection then disconnect happened once, but that caused the game to keep, like, stuttering every 30 seconds or so. So I decided from that moment forward, okay, I'm doing my speedruns with the console's Wi-Fi turned off. And even on PlayStation 4, we do our speedruns of original unpatched. So having the console's Wi-Fi turned off also prevented it from patching overnight. So yeah, that's why we keep the console's Wi-Fi turned off. But, or I do anyway. But it's not counting the hours played. As for a rough estimate, like, I don't know if it was counting all the time I played on PlayStation 3 or even on, well, it definitely counted on PlayStation 4, but I don't know if it counted all the hours I played it on PlayStation 3. I basically played Last of Us on PlayStation 3 for like almost a year straight because I just loved it. The story goes, I wasn't gaming much at the end of high school and beginning of college. I was a huge gamer when I was younger, but I kind of stopped as I got older and started taking my academics a little more seriously. But then I saw my roommate, off-campus apartment roommate, playing Last of Us. I didn't even have a PS3. He showed me what it was about. I looked up reviews. I played it myself, and it brought me back. So I played it on his PS3, and then I got my own PS3 a little bit later just to play Last of Us, and I played it, and I played it, and I played it, and I played it. Casually, not speedrunning. I just played it a bunch. I don't know if any of those hours are showing in the 9,177. And also, look at this. This is my most popular video ever when I talk about the Ant on TV Easter egg. That video is from January 9th, 2021, so over 5 years ago. The hours said 73:97. Okay? And then 3 years later, January of 2024, it goes up to 8,051. That's roughly, quick math, that's like 660 hours or so. Roughly 660 hours. I played way more than 660 hours of Last of Us in those 3 years, okay? I played way more than 660 hours in those 3 years. And so, what caused it to go up by another 1,000 plus in the 2 years? Well, that 660 hours might have been multiplayer. You have to have the Wi-Fi turned on if you want to play multiplayer, obviously. But why did it go up by an entire 1,000 in the 2 years since? The actual answer? This. No return. In order to do the daily runs in no return, you have to have the Wi-Fi turned on. So every time I did speedrun attempts for the day, and then turned the Wi-Fi on and opened up to do this, it would count the hours that I played for the day, as long as I didn't like turn off the console, you know. So yeah, the hours I was playing wasn't counting because the Wi-Fi was turned off, but then I turned it back on to play this, and it counted the hours I played. So that's where that came from. So with that in mind, how many hours do I actually have? Well, if we're talking casually on PlayStation 3, speedrunning on PlayStation 4 and 5, Left Behind casually speedrunning, practicing on PS4 and PS5, strat discovering, multiplayer since April of 2016, I have no earthly idea. And if we're not including this or this, I have no earthly idea. Because there's all these massive amounts of time stretches that it wasn't counting. If I had to guess, I'd say maybe around 14 to 15,000. I have no way of knowing. It's gotta be. I don't think it counted the year straight I played Last of Us for fun. On PS3. Most of the hours here might actually be multiplayer. So who knows? Everyone, I put out a video recently where this showed and it was like, holy cow, that's a lot of hours. It's like, that might be half of what I actually played. No way of knowing. Yeah, if I had to give a number, I'd say maybe somewhere between 14 and 15. It might be higher than that. Who knows? Yeah, I figured I'd mention that. People have been noticing it. Yeah. Bye.